What's up, Sag? Welcome to your November reading. This is going to be for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Oh, and Venus too. If it doesn't resonate, then definitely check out your other signs because it's not going to resonate with everybody. I want to thank all of you Sagittarius who reach out and get personal readings from me. I love doing those for you guys. Those are always so much fun. And yeah, I just want to say hi. If you're new, welcome. My name is Danny. If you're returning, thank you. Let's get into it. I'm really excited to do this reading. Look, Sag, you guys are walking into some cool shit. I mean, I feel like overall you guys have been doing pretty good. I think in terms of love over the last few months, that's been kind of hit or miss. I feel like career, you guys have been pretty good. But overall, in terms of like just your happiness, your emotional fulfillment, I think you guys are going to be in a really good place. And I think this is really good to see right before your birthday season, okay? So you guys have the camel as your spirit animal, which I love the camel because this is like represents knowing how to balance like the opposite elements, right? So it's a fire animal, but he holds the elixir of the cool water in his humps. So for me, like the camel is that card of, first of all, it's very self-reliant, right? It's a card of someone who knows themselves. So I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming more and more comfortable with who it is that you are, who it is that you want to be, the directions that you're walking, the decisions that you're making, all these things. If you've been a little bit frazzled in your mind, it feels like things are becoming a little bit more stable. And I think that's really good too. But again, just know that if there's any friction, you guys have the power within you to cool yourselves down is basically what it's saying, right? And, you know, also the camels talk about trips. So some of you guys may be planning some trips, especially coming up November. I mean, you guys, it's the start of your season towards the end of November. So that's definitely a thing as well. Now, bottom of the deck, you guys have King of Swords. So, you guys, and underneath that, Three of Pentacles. So this could be concerning a work situation, what's going on, or it could like a boss, that type of thing, right? But overall, if we're talking about this being your energy, again, I think you guys are becoming more grounded to where you guys are able to make decisions that, you know, just not on the fly decisions, not being as impulsive, really thinking about something, really taking the time to be sure and having the discernment and being solid and sound in your decisions. I feel like you guys are being very clear in your relationships, in your boundaries, especially in your boundaries. Like, let's say if there's things that, you know, maybe have been on the rocks in the past or things that you kind of question in terms of loyalty or that kind of thing. I feel like you guys are cutting a lot out, but not in a I'm mad, fuck you kind of way. It just feels like you guys are very confident and very sure of the moves that you're making right now. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually really good. Also, I think a lot of you guys are going to be having some great ideas coming to you. There's a lot to be said about that too. So definitely be on the lookout. I think it's going to be a powerful month for you. Okay. Now, you guys start out Eight of Cups, Sun, and the Ace of Wands. I love this, right? Eight of Cups, you start out. So a lot of you guys are emotionally walking away from something. This could be a relationship. This could be connections to certain people, friendships, family, work, whatever. But it feels like whatever it is that has not been working for you, whatever it is that maybe you guys have been putting in a lot of work, you know, a lot of effort towards in the past, it feels like you guys are finally in a place where you're like, you know what, it's okay. And I can emotionally step away from this, right? It's actually a really empowering place to be in. And I love it because where you're walking into is sunshine. Walking into sunshine, right? I love that. So it's almost like whatever it is that you kind of ditched or just kind of separate yourself from, it allows more space for other things to come in. Temperance, that is your energy, right? So again, I feel like this is going to be happening for some of you guys. This has been something that's been a long time coming. This has been something that maybe you've been knowing that you've been having to walk away from. Maybe you've been knowing, but you've been trying to find the balance, right? Because temperance is about finding the balance. It's also about having that hope. And it's also about being divinely guided to do so. I feel like maybe there were reciprocity issues in terms of it. So like, let's say if there was like someone you liked or like a relationship and you felt like they weren't giving enough and you were always the one giving, then it could be that. If it's, you know, whatever it is. But I feel like with this Eight of Cups, I mean, Eight of Cups for me, always, it takes a while to stack up the 8 cups, right? And then the Temperance is that being like that that energy of having to be patient, right? I feel like this is something that's been going on for a while, but you guys have finally reached the point where you're like, you know what, it's fine and I'm good, like no love lost or whatever, and I'm good. And what that does for you, is open up new doors. Some of you guys, this is love. Some of you guys, there is love coming in. Some of you guys, it may be a Leo that you'll be connecting with, which is really, really beautiful. But the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's the yes card. It's all about, you know, getting over old hurdles, right? Like, you know, how they jump over the brick wall. Again, whenever there's a horse, I always think of travel. So I feel like there's some traveling coming up for you guys. But there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of happiness here. There's a lot of, you know, in the Sun, there's not all the mystery that maybe like the moon has, right? It's things are out, they're exposed, they're open. And with this Page of Cups, it is pure. So whether it's love or whether it's different opportunities that are coming towards you, or whether it's just like your own internal happiness, you guys are feeling in a place where like, wow, okay, this is cool. I'm feeling really good. Beautiful things are coming to you, right? Beautiful energies are coming to you with the Page of Cups. Also, your intuition is kicking, so definitely be trusting that. But if this is love coming to you, it's something that's pure. This may be someone who has children or someone that you will see yourself building a family with, right? With that baby on the Sun card. But I feel like there's some really, really beautiful things coming your way that are going to bring you a lot of happiness. And it is because you let go, emotionally speaking, of whatever it was in the past that was not working out for you, right? So again, definitely could be love. It could be anything. This is general, right? But it feels like no matter what, it's something that's going to make you emotionally happy. Now, if this is love, this Eight of Wands, there's a lot of also like sexual chemistry here. Like there's a lot going on here. This is fiery. This is passionate. This is like a gift from the universe, honey, and it's everything you wanted, right? I will say there are, like I said to you with the King of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of fresh ideas coming to you guys, a lot of opportunities to flex your creativity. Ooh, look at that. Page of Wands is clarifying now the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you guys are definitely there's something coming in your way, or coming to you. Lovers. This is love. Could be a Gemini, but this feels like love. I mean, gosh. Whatever it is that you walked away from, emotionally speaking, because I feel like this is something that you could have already like physically walked away from, but this is like you're finally at the place where you're like, you know what? It's good. I'm over it. I wish them well. I'm going to go do me. This opened up a whole new door for you, right? And whatever's coming towards you with this Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Sun, it's fiery, it's passionate, it's loving, there's balance there, there's happiness there, like it's beautiful, like honey, and then you got the Lovers, the bottom of the deck, right? So that's all about that divine connection. But what I love about the Lovers is if we get the Lovers, like skip love, right? It implies that there's a love of self. It implies that there's a love of the connection of people, of universe, of humanity. Like it's love all around, balance all around. And it's you guys choosing to take that step, right? Because the Lovers card was originally called the Choice. And the Choice is basically like some people feel like it's a choice between two different people, which it obviously can be, but for me a lot of times it's there is no question really about who or what we love. It's more of a choice of, am I going to go for it or am I going to be scared and sit back? And it feels like you guys are going for all these beautiful things that you see, so I think it's really nice. Now then we've got the Six of Cups, Chariot, and Strength card. Now, you do have a lot of water up and through here. You could be dealing with a Cancer sign coming to you. Could be, again, more fire. You do have the Sun and the Strength. That's both Leo energies. And then you've got the Wands. Could be anybody, but this is just the energy of what is coming towards you, okay? Now, what I love is in your environment, you've got that Six of Cups. So Six of Cups, this is like soulmate energy. So again, there's someone who's stepping to you guys. I think that it's going to be really significant. This also talks about family. It also talks about nostalgia. So it could be someone from, well, let's clarify. Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups. This could be someone that you've dealt with in the past, that maybe like you guys found yourself in like a stuck situation, a stuck place. This could be someone who maybe had separated themselves from you because maybe they felt like they needed to in terms of, you know, just like really honoring themselves and doing what they needed to do for themselves. 9 of Cups. But for a lot of you, this feels like, even though I know it's 6 of Cups and that could be like people of the past, a lot of you guys, this doesn't feel necessarily like that. If anything, it feels like maybe like missed opportunity, not so much like ex-lover, right? But this person, there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of balance there. There's talk about family here, and maybe that could be where there's a little bit of that friction of 8 of Swords of just you guys wanting the same things in life, right? But there's someone who's coming towards you that feels very heartfelt, that, you know, really cares about you. But there is this sense of them being a little bit stuck. Now, what I like about the 8 of Swords is at least they're stuck on their own, which means they can unstick themselves, right? But there is that little bit of mental hiccup. We are having Mercury retrograde again. Today's actually Halloween that I'm filming this, and it begins today. So keep that in mind. There is a chance that there's exes coming back, especially because this does talk about a card of the past. It is in your environment, and there is this stuck energy, right? So definitely that could be a thing. But overall, I feel like there's a lot of beautiful energy flowing through you and to you. Chariot, clarified by the 2 of Swords. You guys are needing to make a decision. Some of you guys are going to be needing to make a decision here. Some of you guys, this has to do with this decision that you've already made, the eight of Cups, in terms of walking away. Some of you guys, this is about the challenging nature of those decisions and, you know, almost like worrying about like the after effect of them, right? But I feel like you guys are in a really good place of moving forward. Let me clarify that one more time. Okay, pop on out then. 7 of Swords. Okay, so it feels like almost like this top row of whatever is coming in, this is separate of this bottom row. So for some of you guys, there is definitely an ex that's going to be coming in. Definitely a lot of you guys, it's going to be an air sign energy. So if you were dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, could be a possibility. There is this decision that you are going to need to make too, because I feel like you've got, ooh, okay. I feel like you've got something new that's beautiful and could have real potential to grow, right? Because there's a lot of passion, a lot of love there. But then I feel like there's a chance that this ex or this old energy is going to be coming up and also posing like some opportunity to move forward. But for you guys, it feels like there's going to be a decision to make. Now, with the 7 of Swords, this is an energy that is sneaky and deceptive. It's the common thief or cheat, right? It's also an energy of self-sabotage. So this could be someone who in the past has sabotaged your relationship. This could be someone who's lied to you. This could be whatever. But it feels like you guys are going to be moving successfully forward. And almost as advice for you guys, it's funny, the sun pops up again. So I'm not going to try to tell you guys what to do, but it looks like moving forward to the new is the best decision at this time, because there's still something about this older energy that is, even though they're coming to you, I just don't feel like they're all the way right. You know what I mean? Have strength, and that could be what you need to have the strength for in terms of making this decision. Make sure that you're keeping yourself cool and collected. This goes back to the camel card for me, right? Because the strength card is really the strength of the woman and her ability to tame the lion. And then again, with the camel card, that's what we talk about. Like, even if things get really heated in certain situations, you have the ability to cool yourself down. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication coming to you very, very quickly. It may be a little bit overwhelming, and it may cause you to, in some cases, like want to buck and be a little bit more aggressive. But just remember, it's better to just like woo-saw it out and move along. I feel like this is just a thing. I don't know. For you, a lot of you guys, if you've got someone to choose between a past and a present or a future, whatever, it feels like the new thing is the best thing. Keep in mind, if this is for those of you guys who were dealing with someone who if this situation in the past didn't work out because someone was being dishonest or deceptive, right? Not just because whatever, not just because it just happened to not work out, right? So you guys are gonna have to use your best discernment on that, but just know that that could definitely be a thing, and definitely be something that's heavy on your mind this month. But overall, I feel like you guys are moving forward in a really good way. Alone time, we got that Hermit card. It's going to be really good for you guys because I don't feel like this is a decision that you can just easily make. And even though some of you guys know, like off top, what the best thing is for you to do, like if you're keeping it real with yourself, I feel like it's still hard. Do you know what I mean? So make sure that you're taking time out to be alone and think about the things and be very clear with what it is that you want to do, because look, Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, there is this sense that you guys might fall into the patterns of wanting to kind of like figure this out and juggle it. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to figure out which way you want to go. It's going to become clear. Use your best discernment. Be very wise. 10 of Pentacles. You guys are thinking future forward. So that has a lot to do with the decisions that you make. And I think you know that. You know, if you were dealing with someone in the past that was inconsistent or whatever, then, I mean, logically, I think you guys know what not to do. But at the same time, there are some heartstring things, right? There's this juggling, Three of Cups. Yeah. So a lot of you guys, I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made between two people, right? And some of you guys might feel like you just don't really even want to deal with it. With that Four of Cups here. Six of Pentacles. Go towards what makes you feel balanced. Go towards, again, you want to go towards where the reciprocity is. You want to go towards where there's love and there's balance, there's fairness, there's all that. I feel like there's a lot of great opportunity for a lot of you guys with this new person. The old person, I don't want to say they're a bad person, but there might still be some things. And so again, using your best discernment, really slowing down, really being logical. This is going to kind of take you guys, even though it's a hard decision, in some ways you're going to have to use your brain a lot too. You know, Sagittarius, you guys are very passionate people, and a lot of times you'll just go with how you feel, which is beautiful, but that can also get you fucked up sometimes, right? So definitely making sure that you're very clear, using your logical side as well, so that you don't find yourself in these positions where you're feeling hurt. But for a lot of you guys, it feels like whatever it is in the past that you were emotionally connected to, it feels like you're walking away from. So, but don't be surprised if an ex does come. So, unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action and allow these ideas to come to fruition. That's great. So remember I said, I think you guys are going to be feeling very creative, feeling very powerful, honestly. And then you guys got chemistry. It says there is a strong magnetic attraction here. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like this has to do with this new person that's coming in, that Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Sun, Page of Cups. And that's really, really beautiful. But, you know, if you are kind of going through this thing where you're like, oh shit, like my ex is coming back. Like, are they for real this time? I mean, take your time with it and take as much time that you need, because the last thing you want to do is feel like you didn't and missed out on opportunity or whatever. I just feel like make sure that you guys are sure so that you guys can feel confident in moving forward with whatever you're doing. But for a lot of you guys, it feels like there's newness that's going to win, okay? So I love you. If you're interested in a personal reading, definitely reach out to me at shesvibetarot@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Sag.